Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your fine neighbor Dr. Jimmy back with another unboxing video. This time this is going to be the unboxing of the power supply of the high-end gaming rig that I am currently featuring. Again, sorry about the background noise. I wish I had a studio, but I do not. So we will just have to deal with it. So the power supply that I have here for you today is the Silverstone 600 watt fully modular power supply. This is 80 plus bronze certified, meaning that 80 plus the power supply is guaranteed to work at 80% efficiency, and you won't be expecting any spikes in the increase of the power output. Therefore, you will not have too high of a wattage or too low. And this will of course help you with your electric bill. So here's the front of the box. So as you can see, we have a nice picture of the power supply, and as you can see there, it is modular, it is 80 plus bronze, and it is 600 watts, more than enough for this build. But of course you would like expandability for future purposes. Let's go ahead and open this box. All I have to do is flip this out, and then put it here. Yep. Then pull. This goes down and reveal the inside. So of course, along with this is a instruction manual and a quick install guide. And we have here the box of, what could this be? The box that has the power connector, the power cord. We have more packaging, nice soft foam. So this is much better than hard foam. And inside, first we reveal. Oh, okay. So let's see here. We have some stuff that comes along with the power supply. So we have velvet ties and zip ties. So here are the velvet ties and the example of a twisty tie to help us with our wire management. And then we now have the power supply itself. It has, yes, it is fully modular. So that means that you can actually select which of the wires that you would want to be attached to the power supply, which means that you can easily control the number of cables as to a power supply that is non-modular, where all the wires are there on the power supply and you will need to figure out where to hide them. But in this particular case, if you do not need a particular wire, then you can just remove it and store it. So that is actually one advantage of using a modular power supply. So here are all the cables. So let me show you. We have Molex. Okay, wait, let me remove one at a time. So first, yes, we have our SATA power connectors. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them. So let me go ahead and just remove all of the wires for you to see. Yeah, okay, so what are these here? God knows. Right. So you can see how useful really a modular power supply is, because you don't get the cables entangled. Again, another SATA power connector. And then what do we have here? This is a Molex. This is for your Molex power. And then, let's see, you have your 24 pin right here. So this is of course very essential. You don't want to remove that. But for the sake of the video, I shall remove it. It takes a little bit of effort. So hard. I'll leave it there. It's too difficult for me to remove. So here's 24 pin power connector. It goes to your motherboard. Here, what do we have? Interesting. Okay, so these are your motherboard. These are more power connectors for your motherboard. This usually goes at the top. There are some motherboards that use just 4 pins, some use 8, and some have like both. But for the motherboard that we have here, we'll only be needing one. So I'm going to remove this and keep this here. And then for our video card, notice, okay, these are the PCIe power connectors. So this is 6 pin. This is another 6 pin. And then we have an 8 pin and another 6 pin. So if you think about it, there are 4 6-pin PCI power connectors. So that means you can connect this power supply, can support 2 video cards with 2 6-pin power connectors each. So let's say we're using 760 from NVIDIA. You can have 2 of those, and it's supported by 600 watts. You can have 2 270X cards from AMD, and it can be supported by this power supply. So if you remember, the power supply that we have is a 280X. It has 1 6-pin and 1 8-pin. So I'm going to remove the 2 extra 6-pin connectors because we will not need them. Okay, so I am leaving the 6-pin and the 8-pin because these will power our video card. These two will power the motherboard, and don't forget we have one solid state drive, one hard drive, and then we also have a whole bunch of Molex and fan connectors. So we might need one Molex cable, so I'm going to plug this in ahead of time. That's right. Yeah. And then with proper wire management, I can connect the hard drive and the solid state drive on one of these wires. So there you go. So you can control the amount of wires that you have with modular power supplies compared to non-modular, where you have to deal with all the cables. So that way it's easy for you to manage your wires. So let's take a closer look at the power supply. Here we have an exhaust grill. This is where you of course plug in the power cord. Here you have more information, all the engineering information about the power supply. It uses a single 12-volt rail, if I'm not mistaken. Single 12-volt rail. It has Japanese capacitors, which are of course absolutely the highest end, and we have a 140, I believe, 140 millimeter fan here to cool the components inside. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the unboxing of the Silverstone 600 watt fully modular 80 plus bronze certified power supply. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, Silverstone is a very, very good brand. We have the distributor right here in the name of Fine Upgrades. I'm sorry, Sir Ryan and Sir Jeremy. So Fine Upgrades, they're right here in Cebu. If you need to, have this warranty, you can go straight to them. Their office is located near USJR. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. This has been your friend and neighbor Dr. Jimmy with another unboxing. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.